Hello and welcome back to Wonderland. Today we're back in London and we're going to have afternoon tea at the Intercontinental Hotel right behind me, right at Hyde Park Corner. And today is something special because it's the Ode to Cornwall. So come along with me down the rabbit hole and we'll experience it together. Well, hello. It looks like we both made it down to Wonderland, and we're here in this beautiful hotel lobby at the Intercontinental Hotel right here at Hyde Park Corner. It's a really lovely, lovely restaurant. It's called the Wellington Bar and Arch Lounge. So it's right off of the lobby, and it's lovely. It's hued in golds and creams, and it's a very relaxing area. Just have a piano playing right now, a pianist playing, and it's just nice music. I have a beautiful view of a rather large traffic circle with lots of double-decker buses and a beautiful statue of an angel with horses galloping through the sky. I'll have to show that to you right now. The closest underground station to the Intercontinental Hotel is going to be Hyde Park Corner, and you're going to have to take exit 2. Then when you come out of exit 2, you're going to have to take the little walkway subway underneath the traffic circle, and you're going to take the Park Lane exit, and then you'll be right in front of the Intercontinental Hotel. Afternoon tea here at the Intercontinental Hotel is offered Wednesday through Sunday from 1 p.m. until 5 p.m. The Ode to Cornwall tea is £69 a person. They have traditional afternoon tea or vegetarian afternoon tea, and you can also add a glass of either sparkling wine or proper rabbit juice champagne as well for your afternoon tea. So cheers! If you would like to add maybe a glass of champagne or a glass of sparkling wine or maybe a cocktail, I'll leave the menu right here and you can take a look at it at your leisure. Since it's essentially just me here, I will tell you I wore a dress because I always wear a dress when I go for afternoon teas. But I'm sure you can come in pretty much off the street. It's not a terribly fancy hotel, but it is a fancy hotel in its location since it's right off of Hyde Park Corner. And yes, you will probably not want to come in here in workout clothes, or maybe even ball caps, I don't know. But you don't have to worry about it being too stuffy here. You will be comfortable, it will be fine. The staff so far has been really friendly and made me feel very much at home. So far, so good. So today's afternoon tea with the Ode to Cornwall is in collaboration with the pastry chef Martin Schiffers, and it will bring to me tastes of Cornwall as well as memories of Martin Schiffer's time growing up in Cornwall. So I'm really looking forward to this. You know, I always love a different or a themed afternoon tea. And me thinking about Cornwall, if you know anything about that, it's generally a lot of coastal area, so I'm thinking a lot of seafood. My favorite. I'm going to go over the menu now with you. So my first item for the Ode to Cornwall afternoon tea is the Savory's collection. It's a Newland crab casserole, smoked Cornish caviar crostini. Next there is a St. Hugh egg mayonnaise watercress show, a smoked mackerel roulette, saffron alloy, herbs and balsamic pearls, compressed baby cucumber, lemon mint and cream cheese, and a Cornish game hen, caramelized onion chutney, and thyme cress. Next we have scones, freshly baked plain, and saffron sultana and raisin scones. They're served with Cornish clotted cream, gorse flower jam, and raspberry jam. We have a Duchess of Cornwall hat. It's a blackberry meringue, farthings mousse, Cornish blackberry mead jelly. Then there's a Cornish apiary's honey cake, honey sponge cake, creme fraiche, chocolate artwork. Smuggled from Cornwall, Rum Baba Barrel. It's a white chocolate vanilla cream with chocolate velvet. And finally, a Cornish Duchy almond sable, orange jelly, saffron marshmallow, dark and chocolate cress. That sounds beautiful. What a way to start off the first part of February. And I'm wearing my Valentine's dress with my little red hat. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Cheers. Afternoon here at the Intercontinental. It looks like I'm the only one having afternoon tea, so it's very interesting. I did not receive a tea tower. The first thing I reserved was a different kind of little casserole, a crab casserole, and then I was served my tea sandwiches. I was told that I will be getting my scones and my cakes after, so it all looks magical. It's absolutely beautiful. I am absolutely in love with this presentation. It is so beautiful. It is my little crab casserole that I mentioned before. It comes on a blue and white stripe plate. There's a bunch of little, tiny little shells all around the little cup. And then there's a beautiful crostini. Looks like there's blackberries on it, but underneath is the casserole. So I'm gonna pick up this and show you what I'm talking to you about. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. And then underneath this is this a lovely Cornish crab casserole. I cannot wait to try this. I am a silly goose. Definitely a silly goose. So this is Newland crab casserole. And these, my dears, this is smoked caviar right here. Blackberries, I tell you, the rabbit juice, is this already going to my head? I don't know, but we're in Wonderland, so it's okay. So you know what, the first thing I'm going to try, I'm going to try the little crostini with the smoked caviar. The crostini was perfectly crisp, and the smoked caviar is probably the best caviar I've ever tried. Several years ago for Christmas, David and I did a little caviar tasting. But this, being smoked, it was like butter. It disappeared in my mouth as soon as it hit it. But there is that lovely taste of the sea, but with smoke added to it. And a little bit of creme fraiche is beautiful. Oh, so if that's the beginning of this little delight, let's try the crab casserole. Literally in heaven right now. Oh my goodness. Wow. So, on top of it is a very thick layer of cheese that's been baked on top. Underneath are big chunks of beautiful crab meat, the Newland Cornish crab. Wow, it's in a creamy, thickened sauce, and it's warm. Wow, I would love to have that recipe. It is glorious. And it seems there might be a little bit of potato in there. There's a little bit of crunch, but my goodness, as I take a spoonful of it, I can see pieces of crab. I'm going to show you really quick. Let's see. Can you see hanging down? That is all crab meat. It is delightful. So far, so good for the Ode to Cornwall afternoon tea. As I'm eating this crab casserole, it's very much like a crab dip that you would have with the crostini, so you can eat it. But I tell you, this flavor already starting at an afternoon tea, I can already tell that this is going to be a wonderful, memorable afternoon tea. The presentation of it is glorious. The food is delightful. I am blown away at the first course, so it can only go up, right? So my first of my sandwich selection is going to be a St. Hugh's egg mayonnaise with watercress on a show bun. Isn't it beautiful? Look at that. Perfect. Let's see, we're getting it. Yeah, we're getting it. I think. There we go. The show bun is completely wonderfully soft. Oh, I'm just so excited about this, the plating that they've done. It is magnificent. It is so delicate. Oh, I just love it. So the egg mayonnaise looks very seasoned. I'm looking forward to trying this. So that was one of the nicest egg mayonnaise sandwiches I've ever had. The cut of the egg was a little larger, which gave it a wonderful texture. It was really seasoned very well. You can tell there is salt and pepper. It is not bland at all. And the show bun just collapsed right in my mouth. I don't even recall eating any kind of bread. It was just delightful. And of course the watercress just gives that little bit of lift of flavor. A beautiful, beautiful a little savory delight. And it's big enough to have several little bites of it as well. So far so well. Intercontinental Hotel, you're doing great. So my next afternoon tea sandwich, I'm going to read this so I get it completely right. I'll show it to you while I do. Here it is. Oh dear, all the prettiness is jumped off. So this is a smoked mackerel rillette, saffron aloe, and herbs and balsamic pearls. And the rest of them went down on the tablecloth. So there's lots of balsamic pearls on my tablecloth. So this is a trusting thing. I'm not sure if I'm going to enjoy mackerel, but I'm going to try it because I believe you try everything at least once. I like smoked mackerel rillettes. Who would have thought that? But wow. Wow. Okay, just so you know, the bread is nice and soft. It feels like it has been made for me, this sandwich that was cut. There's plenty of the rillettes inside of it, and the balsamic pearls, they pop in your mouth, and they're very smart to keep them on the side rather than on top, because if they're on top, they just fall off. So I've had a little issue with that. Beautiful. The flavor of the mackerel, I never knew that I enjoyed mackerel, but apparently I do. It's delightful. How do I describe it? It's a little fishy, but not scary fishy, like canned tuna, if you know what that is. It's smoky, which makes it nice. It's very creamy. Wow, that is a treat for the taste buds. And yes, it's kind of the consistency, I would say, of tuna, but yeah, very finely cut. Absolutely delightful. And I do love the balsamic pearls. I think that really elevates it. Their plating here at the Intercontinental is amazing. It's absolutely beautiful. Lots of edible flowers. And I remember saying this almost spring, last year, is when the sun is out, like the sun is out today, it's a little blustery, but not too bad. But you know that spring is around the corner when you start seeing flowers pop up, you know, all the daffodils and everything. So it's so nice even to see these edible little violas and nasturtium petals and such. It's just a treat. It shows that spring is on its way. Right now it is February 2nd, I believe. So it's on its way. We're going to have warmer days, I hope, here in London. But all in all, let's get back to the business. Really great smoked mackerel sandwich. And I loved it. So I'm doing something that I generally don't do. I haven't done this, I think, since the Rosewood Hotel. I got myself a lovely dirty martini. I think we're going to call dirty martinis a dirty jackrabbit. Does that sound right? Or is that just completely wrong? No, I had one at the Dorchester too. So let's try this. It is so smooth. And the thing is, thank goodness that I can't make these at home, because that would be a bad thing. So when you're in a nice hotel, it's always nice to have a beautiful cocktail because it's always so balanced. But yes, dirty jackrabbit juice. Yes, a very nice martini. My next afternoon tea sandwich is a Cornish game hen, caramelized onion chutney, and it has thyme crusts. Isn't it beautiful? Look at that. I don't know how I'm supposed to eat this exactly, but my goodness, I'm going to try. This Cornish game hen sandwich is another home run, if you can believe this. There's chunks of beautiful chicken in here. It is gorgeous. And there's really small little pieces of red pepper, red bell pepper. So there's a beautiful crunch. It is seasoned delightfully. What I did is I cut my sandwich in half and I made the top dollop, on each side of the sandwich so I can eat it a little bit more like a lady. But yes, beautiful sandwich. And the sandwich bread is absolutely fresh and glorious. I'm very, very pleased with this sandwich. Yes, that is so far so incredibly good here. For this afternoon tea, I cannot believe how fresh and gorgeous it is. That's why I want to say I'm trying all these different afternoon teas, not your world famous ones, because there's a lot of places that are worth your time and energy if you want a beautiful afternoon tea experience. Like here at the Intercontinental Hotel. It's wonderful. So my last of my savories is compressed cucumber. Look at this. Lemon mint and cream cheese. It looks like a lovely caterpillar roll, doesn't it? A nice sushi roll. I don't know exactly how I'm going to eat this, but my goodness, what a beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. All of the fresh little edible flowers. I don't know how I'm going to eat this, but you're not going to see me do it. I'm just going to say this now. That is how you do a cucumber and cream cheese sandwich. It was so beautiful. Let's get rid of the white bread and the little smear of cream cheese. This was so beautiful. There was even little pearls of lemon in it. So when you bit down, you've got this big hit of cucumber, cream cheese, but then you have mint and lemon all in your mouth. It was the most delightful, delightful savory sandwich. And I have learned that that's what we usually do, is you finish on your cucumber, so it prepares your palate for a little bit of sweetness. So, wow. I actually finished all of my savory bites. I usually never do it unless it's worth my time and calories. And I will tell you, it was worth both of my time and calories. It was magnificent. All of them. Wow. Now, OXO, you are my last absolutely perfect score. You might have a little bit of competition. I'll leave the link down below for the OXO Tower restaurant. I had a fantastic afternoon tea there, and everything that I ate there was a complete 10 out of 10. And you know what? The Intercontinental is showing itself up too. So make sure you check out the OXO Tower. I think you'll enjoy that as well. Halftime. I'm looking forward to seeing my scones and my jam and my clotted cream. So stay tuned. Let's continue on this lovely afternoon tea. I just received my tea. Look at this. It's a beautiful Cornish pattern. Yes, lovely. Everything from the teacups to the plates and everything. It's all from a pottery manufacturer that is in Cornwall. So I chose their signature blend, the #1 Park Lane. It's a black tea and it's scented with vanilla and it is glorious. Oh, the smell of it is just magnificent, very vanilla-y. And they suggest that I have it with milk, but I'm gonna try it without anything in it now and see what it tastes like. And then I'll let you know if I should have it with milk or not. Ooh. So this is one of those teas that you don't need anything at all in it, but I will put a little milk and maybe a little bit of sugar just for that decadent treat, definitely. All of my afternoon tea delights have just begun to show up, and I'll have to show those to you right now. Now it is scone time, so this is a saffron, raisin, and sultana. I thought a sultana and a raisin were the same thing, but clearly they are not. So a saffron, raisin, and sultana scone. It is warm, it is soft, but a little bit of crunchy. It looks beautiful. What's very interesting now, I have different kind of jam that I've never come across before. So I have the normal strawberry jam, I have the normal Cornish cream, but I have something called, what is it? A gorse flower jam. Right here, gorse flower. Have you ever heard of gorse flower? I haven't, but this is what gorse flower is. Yep. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to try that on my scone because we need to know what gorse flower is, don't we? That was a delightful scone. The saffron makes it a beautiful yellow color. It was warm, it was very soft. It was almost like a cake consistency, just soft and pillowy. Gorse flower, it tastes like rhubarb. I'm gonna have to research this when I get home to learn exactly what gorse flower is, but it tastes like rhubarb. Lovely, lovely scone. Oh my goodness. They're just hitting it out of the park here, I tell ya. Yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely scones. So far, so good. I like mackerel and I like gorse flower. Learn something new every day. So the first of my sweet treats or patisserie is going to be a Cornish duchy almond, look, sable, which with orange jelly, saffron marshmallow, and dark chocolate crest. So this is the Cornish crest right here, and it has marshmallow. So very nice. We'll try this and I'll let you know how it goes. Alas, it was not wonderful. If you like marshmallow, you'll probably really enjoy this. I don't dislike marshmallow. I just don't really have an opinion on it very much. It was almost like a disappointing s'more, if that makes any sense. Kind of like a cold s'more where your marshmallow did not melt. But, you know, it was like a vanilla biscuits or vanilla cookies, and they were a little soft, and the marshmallow was very prominent. Yeah, it was okay. It was definitely a one bite and I'm done with it, if that makes any sense. So we're going to go onwards and upwards and we're going to find the next delectable treat. My next delight is the Duchess of Cornwall's hat, blackberry meringue, Faring's mousse, Cornish blackberry mead jelly. This is what's under her hat, her blackberry mousse. Well, once again, unfortunately, the Duchess of Cornwall's hat was not up to par. So the blackberry mousse was really, really, really bland. I really did not taste the blackberries at all. The jelly of the hat was a little disconcerting. It was a nice presentation, but it did not hold up to my expectations, unfortunately. So we still have a few more left. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. So this is a Cornish apiaries honey cake, and it has honey sponge cake, creme fraiche, and chocolate artwork. There's no chocolate artwork on this one, but I guess apiary. Oh, it's very kind of like graham crackery. I guess it has to do with the bees. So tell me, do you know much about bees? Is an apiary a place where you keep bees? Let's try it. Oh, the cake itself feels very soft and very moist. For being honey, it wasn't very sweet. The sponge cake itself was nice and soft, very spongy. The honey flavor was there, but it wasn't overpoweringly. It was another delight, I would say, that just wasn't yes. So I'm looking forward to this one. This is called Smuggled from Cornwall, the Rum Baba Barrel. Look at that. There's a little bit of gold flaking on the top. You could tell that something is inside of this. It's ice cold inside. And it's, as I do this, it kind of shakes around. Oh, Rum Baba Barrel. This should be a lot of fun. Cornwall has a rich history of smugglers and pirates. Very interesting stories that is told about the Cornish coastline. And what's funny is that whenever you hear pirates on the movies, they always have a Cornish accent. Arrg. That was embarrassing, wasn't it? What do you do? What do you do? You know what? I'm enjoying my naughty jackrabbit juice. This is what the rum baba looks like on the inside. I found the pirate's booty on that one. That is out of this world. Absolutely fabulous. So inside is kind of like a thick moussey, rummy type flavor. But inside is definitely rum cake, and there is a huge hit of rum. It is delightful. It is gorgeous. I will almost eat this whole naughty thing because, oh my gosh, that hits every flavor punch in my mouth. It's beautiful. So yeah, there's rum and there's vanilla. There's a lot of lovely exotic spices. I tell you, those pirates knew what they were looking for, and they did a good job with this pastry. Well, for my last delight, it's not on my menu, but it looks like it's a little white and black chocolate, and it is a Cornish scene. It looks lovely. I'm sure it will be perfect. So I'm gonna just let you take it as my word. This is white chocolate, this is dark chocolate. I'm sure it's gonna be grand, absolutely grand. I really enjoyed my afternoon tea here at the Intercontinental Hotel. It was lovely. I will tell you, as you know, the savories blew everything else out of the park. All of them were 10 out of 10. The sweets, now we had a little bit of issues, which they weren't even issues. I mean, this is probably what normal people like. I don't think I'm normal. But I love that rum baba pirate smuggling from Cornwall cake. That was outstanding. I'm going to see if they will package one of those up for me to take home. Gosh, I hope so. That was wonderful. But all in all, the service has been really nice. Everybody has really taken care of me. It's been very quiet. I'm the only one that did do afternoon tea here today. It's a Friday afternoon. And yeah, very quiet, very calm. Like I said, there was a pianist playing for a while. You know, a few people having lunches or just tea or coffee. But all in all, I was the only one with afternoon tea today. So yes, I would definitely recommend this afternoon tea. If you are staying in the area, it's a perfect place to come. And apparently they change their afternoon teas quarterly. So I will definitely keep this on the radar because I can't wait to see their next theme. This Ode to Cornwall was magnificent. It did not let me down. And it makes me want to book myself a trip to Cornwall. You should book your trip to Cornwall too if you've never been. It's great. Lots of surfers, surf towns, ciders down there, obviously clotted cream, and all of the good stuff, and fish and chips, and Cornish pasties, and just so much. But anyways, thank you once again for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time in Wonderland. Bye-bye.